Hey yo, what is good guys? Welcome back to the channel. Honestly, I feel like I've been waiting for this album for at least 5 years now. I mean, it's been 2 years, but it feels like 5. We got the new album from Saba and No ID titled From the Private Collection of Saba and No ID. Listen, I've been waiting for this album ever since they dropped Human Nature. You know, it had that, that old school Chicago feel, it reminded me of some old school, Kanye, which is, really incorrect to say because No ID pretty much mentored Kanye. So really, it reminded me of some old school No ID, honestly. But it's cool. We got 2 Chicago natives, linking up, and I'm sure they're gonna, provide us with some heat. I've been listening to Saba, since before Care For Me, classic album from Saba, and you already know No ID, legendary producer. I've loved everything that No ID has done, throughout his career. 444 is one of my favorite albums, just because of the way he chopped the samples on that. I love everything he did with Killer Mike, and just, everything that No ID has done, he's with the gods, the producer gods up there, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure whatever he does on this album is going to be super fire. Now, I haven't heard anything from this album. I know they dropped a few singles. I've only heard Human Nature, and I think there was one other song that they dropped that I do not see on this album. So it's all fresh music, so, I'm pretty excited for that. Anyway, I don't want to waste any more time. We got track number 1, Every Painting Has a Price, featuring BJ, the Chicago Kid, and Aaron Allen Kane. Let's get it. Already with the samples.
Lovely day to go out my way.
Oh my god.
Think of you every minute.
Already.
Make me question if you appreciate when it seems you ain't thinking the same. Shit get ugly, but otherwise I'm fine. Been hiding what others wanna find. Cause what if it drove us out our minds? I seen all of my heroes become human. I hope that you recognize. Although I live a wild dream, I am not God. Just feel something, anything but indifferent. Some of my clothes designer, some of them bitches thrifted. My main mission was simple, be listened to. Try to dig deeper like it's in an interview. I guess I never took the proper time to introduce myself to the many fans and the kindred souls that resonated with a kid who is the fly ghetto and path, anxious poets in bright yellow my bag, or without speaking I'm like anti-social means outspoken. She said that's who helped me more than you know. Cause I was on the made a living off of lessons that I learned from my uncle. Yeah, taught me see the bigger picture, it come with a price. And I don't mean trade like I'm talking about monies, but I wouldn't trade that shit for nothing. Yeah, cause it took some being up, man. What you on, what's the up, man? Get your fucking hands up, say. Cause if it's love here, you must say it.
Like sweet morning.
Let's go.
Every time I vibe with you, we make it plain to see. This shit feels like everything. Can I ask more of you? This is what I'm resorting to. And I ask the same for me. Shit feels like everything.
I just noticed that the album runtime is 41 minutes and 41 seconds. I wonder if that's intentional. Probably isn't, but who knows. Love the intro track. It has that, that gospel feel to it. BJ the Chicago Kid has that voice, that, reminds you of Sunday Morning in a way. And then just the way that No ID chopped the beat up, just the sample in general, it just reminds you of, just Sunday morning service in a way. Saba sounds great, you know what I'm saying? I can really tell that this album is going to be very personal to both of these guys, really just from the title of the album, you can tell, and, just, the lyrics and how this, the feeling that this first track, gave. All right, we got track number 2, Breakdown. Ooh. All right.
I'm doing yoga, stretching and pepping, my stepping shit, inhale, exhaling the movement. Lately the only way I be ending my day is to take a man and then lay on it. Wake and think on what you grateful for. Well, today I woke up and I ain't in a coma. It's simple as that, intuition intact, and she wanna know what I'm thinking of. Okay, I'm thinking of me and you getting out.
It's hard.
I'm thinking next year get a bigger house. My homies distractions, they sit them down. They been at home, but they different now. Any moment sentimental now. When you with the niggas who was missing out. I was blessed I had the city out, asking show promoters what's the ticket count. Due to Dawson or just to talk to you. I'm an introvert, but I'm popular. How the opposite look. My only goal was to keep my mama out of pocket, but look at me and say take a chance, like a barber with shaky hands. We ain't this shit, but it's a plan to thank you in advance. What's really going on? She want to get me on the phone. Where the fit come from? It's a mystery. I mean, really, I don't know.
This is
she
hard.
Shit alone. She want to play a couple songs. I wanna know what I need you for. I wanna know what I need you for.
Isn't this all the same? But I heard her complain. I wanna know what I need you for. Baby, tell me what I need you for. I know you do. What do I got to prove? Because I wanna know. Baby, I wanna know you too.
Gold chain on Daryl Dawkins, leveled up like one of the final bosses. She want link like the sources, on research for her questions. I'm Godzilla on the Empire State. West side was a weird en route. They hear me loud and clear now. Ball in my court, call her ice, so clear out.
Love the beat from No ID. I knew we would get some trap-esque songs on here. I didn't think it would be track number 2, but I'm glad it's track number 2. You know, I always say that track number 2 was probably probably the most important song on the album. You know what I'm saying? That's really the introduction. And this beat was insane. I love the snaps, and I love how the beat was switched back and forth from those horns into like more of an R&B type beat. Saba sounded good on a hook. Saba he's always good on he's always good at singing hooks and stuff like that. So really dope track. All right, we got track number 3, Crash, featuring Raphael Sadiq and Kelly Rowland. I'm wondering if No ID actually used samples on this. I don't know. I can't tell. And that's kind of what makes No ID such a phenomenal producer. I know he's a sample-based producer. I know he knows how to chop up samples. All right, we got track number 4, Woes of the World.
Doing my thing, I mean, they used a picture of me as a reference during your recent meetings. Not even supposed to be here neither. Took that shit overseas to England. Bags dropping from plane to plane. I still got the same cell phone ring. I mean, they talking numbers, but it's 773. I mean, if you looking for me, I mean, I've been ducked off cause a nigga need relief. Used to the woes of the world. Highly recommended my referral. Bench press curl. Aging like wine in a barrel. She told me all the emotions, then I'm emotional. I put the play into motion, then I hit the stage, get emotional. From the furthest back row to the floor seat, they sing it for me. Imagine me listening what someone had told me. She like me most, but also my associate. She only kick it with the Chicago niggas. My Puerto Rican homie on the phone. Well, who was the GOAT? I wanna go toe to toe with it, cause I just know I'm not second to no niggas. I said enough, guess up next is the show. Let's roll. Traveled at least I'm in motion though. Blessings hit my phone. Hung up, it made me emotional.
It's hard.
Say less is used to the walls of the world. Another wall of the world. Used to the walls of the world. Everything a wall of the world. Used to the wall of the world.
Honestly, he 4 for 4 right now. Also, I forgot to talk about the album cover. I'm looking at it now. I'm not sure what George's. I think it may be an old club, maybe a music club in Chicago. Anyway, we got track number 5, Stop Playing With Me.
Goodness gracious. How could I ever say no? I was meant for it. You down there watching your car down on the end of the block. Make sure you pick up that bullshit trash you have there, man. Look, I ain't got time to deal with it. Didn't bring nothing. You shouldn't be eating the plate. Now, you wanna feed everybody, but you gotta eat at your
Stop playing, nigga, you know me. Stop playing with me, you know me. Stop playing, you know me. Why they playing with me? Hey, I'm only wearing slippers this year, and I'm not leaving the crib. It's a mission out there. I worked hard enough for all of us. Any apparel more than a robe, feel like more than I'm on. I mean, I spent the last 7 touring the globe with my niggas making differences from tickets that sold. Not the one that everybody want they business involved, cause it's real big artists that ain't living that large. Yeah, why they playing with me, you know me. King Pivot, original, one and only. Yeah, No ID on the beat, yeah.
Nice. We got track number 6, West Side Bound Part 4, featuring MF and Mello.
I ain't gonna do
Bear with me for a second, please. Allow me to speak freely. If you see someone always winning, he not gambling, he's cheating. At least that's what I heard now. Apply that to each greedy. So-and-so that feeds off of shallow minds that don't think deeply. Battle marks, call me what you call me. I got niggas dead, paranoid, pressing play on niggas. I think you the feds, little boys with fabricated stories, acting like they men. That is not your brand. You acting like your man. Bitch, lie again. All I got and talk, lie again. Body easy coat, lie again. Money in the vote, lie again. Stop sending people up, lying ass. West side pivot, sliding in. I don't need no help, no higher hand. Get my heart to the shit, no Iron Man. I'm about to fuck up your whole entire plan. From a land where they wanna get high and dance. I ain't high and mighty, though I'm one of them. But now they all got a gun in hand and they don't believe in no fighting stance. So they jumping shit, that's kinda way. I'm from 101, slight flex, but I'm watching everything burn down. Shit, what else left but fire back? Eyes wide if he up in your sight. See him tryna game, but what you gave? Ask what it take, I'ma say your life. You don't get it overnight. Love to the west side. Oh shit. Yeah. Love to the west side. Friends gone, I'm alright. Back home on a flight. Red eye overnight. Now I'm with no ID in the city, but I think y'all need the beginning. So follow along because I wrote the song to serve as a brief family history. See, I'm from a long line of musicians. On the west side of Chicago, we different. That's why everything I do got intention. Niggas know what I went through trying to get it. Let me take you to my mama's side, but we ain't have a penny like Spotify. My cousin Reese just made it ain't a rap nigga that I idolize. I ran this shit back like 1,000 times behind my grandma back, cause your cousin cussing. But to me, it really wasn't nothing. Pivot gang, got a homie named motherfucking. Really though, the basement changed shit, whole city know. First they hate, then go to your show. First name basis, you know, then you know.
Oh, this
nigga,
is hard.
I am not your little bro. Took that shit all over the globe with Pivot. But my nigga Wiz, who gave me a shot, I'm really the West Side wizard. Let me define that. Well, West Side bound my tire flag. That's when I infinite kayak. Ain't no circumstance stopping us. About to think of more shit and then try that. Hit the globe, then I'm right back. Reapproach, then I'm right back. Went gold, I ain't buy that. Motherfucker, can you buy that?
I got a Lake Show drive, but coming down that 290. I hit Austin like South by Southwest. About mine, so the crew gon' blow. Throwing fists like a mall, need the outlet. Big pivoting if you don't know. Hit the pavement, the stage, anywhere we at. Know the name, what we said there, yell it back. Only this.
It's real simple. Reese, where you at? We gon' go like, yeah. That's the sound that they make up in the town when somebody about to, yeah. Since nobody else wanna do it, I guess I gotta put my city on the map. Yeah. It's bigger than rap. From a place where whole niggas scared to come around. Yeah. When you hear the sound, yeah. It's about to go down. Yeah. That's the sound they make up in the town when somebody about to, yeah.
No ID has definitely been showing out on this album with the production. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those producers who can work with literally anybody. He brings you into his world and makes you sound authentic to your sound as well, which is super cool. I love the way that No ID is able to layer his production. You know, he may have a sample chopped and then he'll layer, you know, additional production on top of that, which is, you know, how Kanye learned. A lot of other producers, you know, learned that from No ID as well. All right, we got track number 7, Head Rap, featuring Madison McFerrin, OG, and Jordan Ward. Shout out to Jordan Ward. He had a great album. I think it was 2 years ago now. Forward, really dope album.
Visits the county, we all fine. See my homie cut his dreads this time. I was growing my hair, but I never considered trying. Locking it up, you know, turn the root to divine. Saw freeform, slim kid, far side for the first time. In the running video, I thought what I look like in an alternate light. Getting off into detail, this is all about my lock journey. Took the bus on diversity, hoping that I don't die. The day's bright and early. She looked at me like she loved a nappy boy. Fro pressed down like a tabloid, searching for an avenue, ways to reflect my current attitude. Views of the world, I'm a leak to my grandma who used to braid my hair, but I had to cut them at the school. And it was black ran. I'm just a black man looking for a good day, good state, lap dance. I play the game, but I won't tap dance. Now you might see me out in a head wrap. Fitted, but I didn't get it on Fairfax. I'll show you where I'm at like
okay, head wrap, I get it.
I deserve a subtle flex and a rare brag, cause I'm the one who put the dreads in a carrot hat. Cut him immediately, grew my hair back. Yeah. That's when they started letting me fly without a random search.
That's funny.
From the moment I get up out of bed, must protect what comes from my head. I don't care what nobody says.
what sparked it. Inspiration sparked. Young dreadful niggas finna start shit.
Rinse the relaxers out and back home. Still tender-headed, boy, you are not that grown. Them neck braids help you build backbone. Everybody flamed your ass, you either laughed or just hope.
I love the rim on this
my goals is more than what you can brag on. When it add up, won't be. And the motherfucker broke before I even got to rap my shit.
From the moment I hear about it, this project what comes from my head. I don't care what nobody says. Keep growing your goals.
She sounds amazing. That was a dope song. You know, trying to get locks is it's a big deal. It's not easy. You know, it's over for me. I'm never gonna try to do that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Saba. Shout out to Jordan. I think everybody on this song got locks. Head wrap. All right, we got track number 8, Acts 1.5. Okay.
Yeah. Might pull up to a party and Zoya wants and I be the floor body. Anybody's, I am highly prepared for the kind of affairs that superstars gotta embody. Need the audience is. I've been slept on and stepped over the less noticed. Stepping up the bat like the Mets at a Met Gala. This is high fashion, high art, high talk. You should notepad or voice memo when I start. I might have lost
these drums
when
crazy.
I stop to demand mine. My record's so good if I lose about damn time, but that'll never happen. Every verse is a classic. Every word gotta matter till every Madison Avenue bus get to playing Saba, the blue line ambassador. Could've said green, but that train too hazardous. I'm not phased, nobody's out rapping us, it's laughable. I should get online, start adding folks, but the list is long, so I won't go down the rabbit hole. But know that I make niggas' favorite rappers sound like average Joes. And the beat is by the actual GOAT. Y'all get so caught up on hype, y'all giving Grammys out the... I belong here. Don't confuse me if you had it wrong. Comparing me is like comparing Mike to Jose Calderon. This pivot gang, I'm never out alone. You signed the same deal you could've got in school if you took out alone. I'm Al Capone, fresh out the womb, about to fuck the street up. Mike Tyson, the microphone, about to fuck the beat up. The only nigga that is stopping me is Jesus. My guy black, his afro like Velcro. My car black, the climate change, Al Gold. I'm Brian headed to Akron, I'm going back home. That's where they hop out of traffic without a mask on and get you for everything that you have on. But I move off of love, not fear. Still wish a nigga would like Buzz Lightyear. I done bubbled up and called a Buzz Light beer. Building it where you would think it was IKEA. I'ma tell you how it really was, my dear, cause I'm afraid that it ain't really nothing I fear.
Oh, I love this beat. All right, we got track number 9, Reciprocity featuring Ibai. That last track was hard, man. All right, track number 10, Stomping.
Stomping, something happened to me, I don't know, guess it was just coming. Runway shorty, wanna come and show me something. Runway garments, but my t-shirt plain today, it came from Target. Fuck the function, I'm more like the one she wanna go and have lunch with. Stomping in some shit I can't pronounce for nothing. Stomping, 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 stomping. Think I know too much, that much of y'all is puppets. My bucket had low, Nantucket smoking dope. Chris Tucker got a bowl, that's a buffer. She got body like Buffy in the mind. Socrates, what's my sign? I'm a Cancer, her music taste ain't one she recognized. In the sample, that's that trumpet, couldn't place where it was from. But she was hunting, she was snapping fingers, thinking like, what was it? I'm a smooth talker, he can sell a NFT to Jesus. Need a lot for all my performance. Smooth operator type. Gave me the kiss of life, conflict, while we drive, love is strong, good and pride. Bossy, bossy, mommy, mommy, mommy. Bossy, bossy, mommy, mommy, mommy.
So So far, this album has given you like every feeling. Like I said, it started off with that gospel-esque feeling on track number 1. We got a lot of hard trap songs. You got your boom bap songs, and then you got your vibey songs. This song, as well as the song, you know, before this one, Reciprocity with Abeyi. I think that's how you pronounce that that group's name, Abeyi. But they sounded amazing. You know what I'm saying? It ticks every box that I, you know, want from, you know, a Saba album and an album in general. And these are the two guys who can do it, because Saba, you know, he can sing and he can rap, and then No ID, he can do everything, you know, on production. All right, we got track number 10, Big Picture featuring OG.
Whatever events occur, focus on the big picture.
I guess it's like I'm in a show, sitting in a flash photography forbidden row. I interrupt the stage with my light rays, so I'm kicked out of the theater with different rows of film. They would try to apprehend before it get exposed. That's a dark room if you didn't know. No development cause everything disposable. I'm from the city of the point and shoot, and the cameras on the pole know about every spot you going to. Look, I can say it's simple, no rigmarole, but the artist in me isn't sold. They tried to empty the clip, we had shots left up in a row. I Polaroid every word of mine, took my time with. You could be below the climate, wouldn't be polarizing. Sometimes to see inside the lens, you gotta go behind it. And I'm reminded, been a blur, whatever events occurred, I don't remember. Focus on the big picture. Been in search, representing this new world. Don't you worry. Focus on the big picture. Whatever events occurred. You speak a little louder to recite the line. Do it right, might get foot traffic from outside. Left the whole venue with their mouth wide. They asked for more until they saw the house lights. Cause everybody pretty in the dark. Transparency don't inherently blend in with the art. Sometimes the ugly truth can get you pretty far. You just take the negatives and make a witty bar. Turn it into paper, then your image is enlarged. Gotta get the frame right, fitting in is hard. Best case scenario, they sticking to a wall where stuck up motherfuckers walk by and get their thoughts.
All right, we got track number 12, 30 Sec Chop featuring Joseph Chillums and Gene Doe. Let's go. Ooh, that bass. Oh, that's hard. Oh, I love that.
Thinking about mail that can tip up the scale while I tell stories, not your typical tales. One leave you dead or a prison or jail.
Oh, I like this already.
Us versus life itself. I had visions of a hill where God got killed. Said I had a panic attack and told me that's not real. I be thinking about the dead most times I chill. Like the only thing missing, my guy's not here. To the people who listen to any line I share, I gotta say thank you and you're welcome. I grew up a scholar, my homies grew up with cellies.
It's almost like the beat faded to the back for a second.
How could you believe that there's knowledge that you can tell me? Don't mistake my being quiet for I'm not
Where
ready.
we come from, you can't be no weak one. That poke a hole in a nigga like a Capri Sun. I needed help but didn't receive none. Ain't shit special, this is every evening where we at. I'm the cutest nigga still breathing where we at. All the fast money, it could deceive and where we at.
I would like to present.
Thinking about mail that can tip up the scale while I tell stories, not the typical tales.
I need revenge like a slave on a ship with a sail. Pivot gang, the only niggas that could do it this well.
I no longer walk with my head low, rest on the other side. A pillow, cool songs, spent them all too simple. Breathe out and breathe again.
I love all the sounds happening.
With your head low, rest on the other side. A pillow, cool songs, spent them all too simple.
I spit a nail to black your coffin if
Let's
you
go.
think I'm getting cross. Yeah, this Mary keep a Mac until the cheese is getting tossed. It's the second coming, bitch, in case you didn't catch the first. It don't matter who tool it up, cause no man can see a verse from JD. Just like a book or two, JD like the boogeyman. Might see what that sugar do. All these glass ceilings, who knows if it's really bulletproof. Cut just like the carpenter, fuck what you bitches wouldn't do. Alright, bitch, my paper do. Y'all will bite when I'm a stink, but they ain't got the saber tooth. Cooking nigga, tell me what that flavor do. I'm hungry for a bitch. What that mean? I got a taste for you. Red, white coupe, angel staying roof. Realest nigga in the
Definitely one of my favorite tracks on the album. I love the beat. I love how, how many bass layers there were to it. Like, I feel like there was a sample, and then he had a bass layer on top of the sample, but then he had a hard 808 on top of that as well. And then every now and then those layers would drop out and then come back in. I love the beat. Jean Doe, she killed it. I love her verse. Saba, obviously, we already know what he does. All right, track number 13, How to Impress God.
I had a year full of tour day. Last I checked, I said I never go and change. Then got dressed, it felt like I heard God say, I'm not impressed. Had odds for press, but I'm not pressed. She said I love you anyway. From my mess, I'm trying to think of shit to say, so I'd match. Instead I heard God say, I'm not impressed. Yeah. I'm not impressed by your jewels, your cars, your clothes. Of course, I know what it took you to get it. I'm not impressed by a pivot or that you independent. I'm not impressed. Time invested in any women. I'm not impressed. Your family feel you really did it. I'm not impressed. You streamed over 200 million. I'm not impressed. Bought a crib, put your people in it. I'm not impressed. The years that you've been getting bigger. I'm not impressed. That you've inspired millions of people that needed you, or so you believe they do. They gave you a reason to live and make it easy too. Propelled you from poverty, practically a vehicle. Packing out arenas, woo. Not impress me either, who? Do you try pretend to be? Don't you know I'm seeing you? Don't you know I gave you keys before you had a piano? Don't you know you enough?
Oh, that's hard.
I had a year full of tour day. Last I checked, I said I never go and change. Then got dressed, it felt like I heard God say, I'm not impressed. Had odds for press, but I'm not pressed. She said I love you anyway. From my mess. Enough of what I'm not, let's talk of what I am. I am the light and the guide to the game. Since you was on Austin, I'd intervene. At times, the path's divine, no two the same. I am a mathematician, you see. They want me to show my face, but it isn't to see. I'm in you, you see. All of your decisions you reap. The reaper really not grim, that's a different thing. I listen to you, make sure that you listen to me. The life that you wanted real, it isn't a dream. I send obstacles on your way to make sure this what you mean. Some of them was bigger than beasts, you fear them the least. I even sent someone to pretend they didn't believe. I sent people to complicate all the simplest things. The fact that you showed up here is not a surprise. But Saba, you showed love, and that's all I require.
Hard. Very deep track, has a lot of layers. Saba is a very, successful rapper. He has the wealth, some fame. He has the accolades, you know what I'm saying? And, God is not impressed by that, you know what I'm saying? It's just almost like a battle between material success and, just like, purpose, or, purpose for what God wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's keep it going. We got track number 14. She Called It, featuring Fresh Waters and True.
Pistol pop, gunshot. Today I pray for you. Balls in my word, all I got. I won't break them for you. Don't stop, don't stop. Why would he ever do it? Granny said he'll be good. Yeah. You ain't gotta tell me twice. She called.
This feel like deja vu. I went home. Like A-Rod shows, they asked me why we really believe you're a success. Read through the lines like subtext on this cassette or tape. I done said it all here, what's left to say? It was all tears, now my face Times Square. Cause I do it ×2 like Times Square. In the crib like it could've been a timeshare. Late but divine timing that I'm here. He done seen it all, so it's hard to surprise him. I was underdog, but that's just misalignment. Now I hit the frost in a whip that can drive itself. I just belched gas and the current standard didn't sit well. I mean, it wasn't like I wasn't doing well, but figured when you quiet, they say they can't tell, they going outside. Yeah, I rap, but a bad rap, something that I would not be having. I heard your record, it was ass cheese, yeah. We pivot a collective that's respected as a family. Long little bros, John Wall, get happy. Squeak it with me anytime you see my hair nappy. Niggas that believed in me before we was savvy. The businesses is used, the who's who. Fools too rushed in, I in pools of bodies that I buried in black suits. Of course I'ma take my time, I had to. Bet you do the same in my soul.
Power through, ain't breaking the glue. Stuck together, now take it or lose. We fare well on our own, I hate waiting the news. Heart broke, my love won't shake me or loose, it's true. Deja vu, know how many days it'll take trying to shake our roots.
They ask if I'm the one like Keanu, but the question getting answered like AI shoes. It's true,
It's been a few. Pivot fresh water, don't suffer no fool. Took the tux on the road, we the buy in a suit. Who done got this far like it was just something to do? And did pistol pop, gunshot. Today I pray for you.
All right, we got the final track of the album. A few songs featuring Love, Mansoy, I hope I pronounced that right, OG, and Smino.
Did a show when all the proceeds went to the hood. They was giving trophies out, I was good. We confuse metals in the ghetto, we do anything for $1, might dabble in dirt. The next drop, that's when Saba might shatter the earth. Education, Marva Collins in a tuck collared shirt. 4 gold chains on, but I'm awkward in person. We ain't talking about watches and purses. When I say you gotta watch, cause they lurking on your plots for the bag, like, stop it, I'm nervous. Round here, even officers murdered. I mean, they sent the tanks cause people marching is urgent. I mean, back in the day, we was on blogs and was searching for different perspectives and Benjamins and Jacksons, cause it was a recession where different shit never had shit. We been on our way fashionably, late past tense. That mean that's back then. That's how I feel right now.
Said it's temporary, shit is temporary. Oh, I still call, I swear I'm always holding on. Life goes by, a few wrongs, a few songs, a few pools in the man's soul. I'm too gone, a new home, a new song, I'm singing songs.
I went from north side to Porsche rides to course side to sold out shows. They got me to a horse like carriages. They pulled a royal fucking course round. Hospitable, really the way I've been so patient. Too groundbreaking for them underground allegations. I fuck round, pull up on the shoulder and leave this location. Running about the tunnel with my bro, and we broke so much paper. The irony ain't got no ills, this beef from no ID. My discernment good, feel like a preacher. Smeedy Jakes, I mean,
It's okay to feel the love and let it go. It's okay to change it all and let it go.
So that was from the private collection of Saba and No ID. Shout out to these guys, man. They definitely delivered. They should do like a deluxe and add, you know, all the other tracks that they had a couple years on here, like Human Nature. I think there was another one. It just makes sense to just add those, you know, as bonus tracks. Saba sounds refreshed. He sounds clear-headed. He is one who's always gonna, you know, have something to say when it comes to his music. That's why I appreciate, you know, his artistry, because he's gonna give you slaps, but he's also saying something. He's also, you know, he also has a message in his music. You know, he has a story. He's living life, and he has, you know, stories to tell. And then No ID obviously killed this album. You know what I'm saying? He has some of my favorite production on here. You know, I love how detailed No ID can make his beats. You know, like I said, he's an amazing sample chopper. He's one of the GOATs when it comes to that. But I love how he's able to layer those, you know, those samples with his own production, with whether it be 808s, you know, pianos, whatever, horns. You know, he's so good at, you know, invoking a feeling through his production as well. You know, these guys deliver. I loved all the features on here. I don't think there was a miss on here at all. From the intro down to, you know, the last track, you know, all the features killed it. I love John Doe. I think she probably was my favorite feature on the album. And on top of that, the album is short and sweet. You know what I'm saying? It's not bloated. There's no filler. You know what I'm saying? They give you 15 tracks of straight heat, a great message, and an amazing beats. You know what I'm saying? They deliver, and, you know, I hope a lot of people check out this album because, you know, while Saba has, you know, a lot of accolades and people know about him, he is still underrated. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, people need to tune into what he's doing. So I enjoyed the album. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the album. Let me know what your favorite track was, what your favorite beat was, and even your favorite feature. And I will catch you guys next time.